Chapter 1. This story started in a village called Konoha. Within this village there was a clan called the Uchiha clan, as it was a happy night for one family in the clan, as the wife of the family had given birth to a baby boy called Naruto Uchiha. They were happy as can be to have their first child in their family. The father was called Goku Uchiha and the mother was called Akari Uchiha, who were sat there embracing their newborn child. Naruto had blue eyes with black hair. Naruto opened his eyes for the first time and looked at his parents, and as soon as they looked into his eyes, they knew he would grow up to be someone special, but they didn't know just how right they were. 4 years later. Naruto was now 4 years old, as it was his birthday, and he was excited as his father had a surprise for him this year and he was dying to know what it was. Naruto was currently sat in his room playing with his wooden kunao, as he had taken an interest in the life of a ninja and wanted to be one when he grow up. Naruto heard the front door shut and he knew that it meant his dad was home. He got up and ran downstairs to greet his father as he shouted, "Dad, you're home." Goku turned around to see his son running towards him as he picked him up and said, "I bet someone is happy about today, MMM. Me, I am. Well, you are about to get even more excited, as you remember I said I would get you a present for your birthday." "Yes, of course I remember." "Well, I think it's time to tell you what it is." "Well, Dad, what is it?" he said, gleaming with excitement. "My present to you is that I am going to train you to become a ninja like you wanted to, starting from today, after breakfast." "Oh really? Thank you, Dad, I couldn't be happier at the present." Naruto was so happy he hugged his father tight and he jumped out of his arms and ran to his room happy and smiling. Later that day, Naruto and his father were stood in the Uchiha training ground wearing their normal Uchiha gear. Naruto stood there awaiting his father's instructions on what to do. "Right, Naruto, today as promised I am going to train you to become a ninja. It will not be easy as an Uchiha. I expect greatness from you, as you must remember that we, the Uchiha, are the greatest and most powerful clan in Konoha." "Yes, father, I understand." "Good, now let's begin with the basics of taijutsu, okay?" "Okay, father." And so, Naruto began his gruesome training to become a ninja of the mighty Uchiha clan. After 2 years, Naruto has come a long way with his training in taijutsu, ninjutsu, and his father even has started to train him in kenjutsu. His father, once he felt that his son's ninjutsu and chakra control was good enough, he decided to show him the fire style, fireball jutsu. It was morning, as they have just come out after breakfast to one of the Uchiha's training grounds. "Right, Naruto, today I have a new jutsu to show you today, and not just any jutsu but a jutsu that is a special jutsu to the Uchiha," Goku said with a bit of pride. "Oh, really? Oh boy, a new jutsu. What jutsu is it, Dad?" "It's called the fire style, fireball jutsu." "Oh really? I've heard about that jutsu from other Uchiha talking about the streets." "Well then let me show you how it's preformed." Goku took a deep breath and did the hand signs and shouted, "Fire style, fireball jutsu." And a big ball of fire appeared and shot out of Goku's mouth and destroyed a tree. "Oh, wow, that's amazing, Dad, let me try." Goku looked at his son, wondering if his son could possibly do it on his first go. Naruto stood there and thought about what his father just did, and then stood right, and like his father just did, he took a deep breath and weaved the hand signs and shouted, "Fire style, fireball jutsu." And a fireball emerged in front of Naruto and he shot it towards a tree, and it also to destroyed the tree. Naruto was happy that he did it on his first try and looked to his father to see his reaction. Goku was somewhat shocked to see his son do it in his first try, but was also proud of his son because not many Uchiha can preform that jutsu on their first try, especially at the age of 6 years old. Goku turned to Naruto, "That's my boy, always making me proud." Naruto was happy that he has made his father proud once again. It was getting dark, so they decided to go home. The following morning Naruto woke up. He tried to open his eyes but couldn't, for the sun was blinding him through his window. He slowly got up out of bed and went over to the bathroom and had a shower and came back to his room and proceeded to get dressed. He went downstairs to see his mother in the kitchen. "Hey Mom, where's Dad?" Akari turned around to answer her son's question. "Your father is at work. Fugaku called him saying he needed him." "Oh okay, I was just wondering where he was. Do you think he will mind if I go and visit him? She thought about it for a second. No, I don't think will mind, and at that Naruto nodded at his mother and left. Chapter 2. P.S. I forgot to mention what Naruto's affinities are, so here they are: fire, water, lightning, and earth. Also the Jinchuriki of Konoha will obviously not be Naruto, so instead I will name him Menma, and he will still be the child of Minato and Kushina. Naruto left his house and started to walk down the street. He received waves and hello from the other Uchihas as he waved back with a smile. He saw women going shopping and men going about their ninja business as the other kids went about playing with their friends pretending to play ninja. After a small walk, Naruto came across a big building with the Uchiha crest on the front of the building. Naruto approached the building as one guard stepped forwards and said, "Hey, this is not place for a kid, what are you doing here?" Naruto just looked at the man and replied, "I'm here to see my dad. Is he here?" What's his name?" "My father's name is Gaku." The guard was surprised. "So you're Gaku's son then? I've heard him talk about you to Fugaku in the meeting room before. It's nice finally meeting you." The other guard greeted Naruto as well. "Your father is in the meeting room with Fugaku right now. Come with me and I'll go and get him for you." So Naruto followed the guard into the building. "Sit down just over the and I'll go and get your father." Okay. Naruto sat down as instructed. The guard went into the other room and knocked on the door, only to hear a come in coming from the other side of the door. "What is it?" Fugaku said, slightly annoyed that the guard has disturbed the meeting. "Gaku sir, your son is waiting outside of this room. He said he came to visit you at work." Gaku, hearing his son's name, was happy to hear that he has come to see him. It will help him relax a little from this meeting he is having. "Okay, tell him once this meeting is finished, I will come out to see him." "Okay sir." And with that the guard left the meeting room. Naruto was sat there wondering on what his father could be doing in there, as his thought was interrupted as he saw the guard coming back from the room of his father. "So, can I go and see him?" "No, your father said once his meeting is finished, he will come out and see you." A little saddened but understood. "Okay, I will wait for him here." "Okay kid, I will be going back outside now, see you later." "Okay, bye." And with that the guard left. 10 minutes had passed and his dad had still not come out yet, but then he heard the door that he used to come in open, only to see a kid same age as him. They both saw each other, locking eyes for a second and then looking away. "Hello, who are you?" the new boy asked Naruto. "I'm Naruto." The new boy looked at Naruto, seeing the Uchiha crest on the back of his long-sleeved t-shirt. Seeing he was an Uchiha, decided to answer Naruto's question. "I'm Itachi." "Oh, so you are Fugaku's son then?" "Yes, I am." "Oh, okay, well, it's nice to meet you." Likewise. Itachi went over to Naruto and sat down. 20 minutes later, Fugaku and Gaku have finished their meeting and began walking to the exit when they could hear two people talking that sounded quite young. It sounds like them two have finally met. It seems so. Naruto and Itachi were talking when the door opened and Fugaku and Gaku walked out. The two boys stood up to greet their fathers. "It seems you two have met already." Fugaku said to the boys. "Yeah, me and Itachi have been talking while we waited for you two, and based on how the conversion went, I think we will be great friends." "Yeah, I agree with Naruto." "Well, that's great boys. Me and Gaku here have been talking and we think it would be a good idea that you two should start training together. What do you boys think?" The two boys look at each other and give an agreeing nod to each other. "Yes, we think it would be a good idea too." "Fantastic. Starting from tomorrow the two of you will be training under me, the clan leader." "Okay, yes, we understand," both boys shouted simultaneously. Since Naruto and Itachi have become good friends, Itachi has introduced Naruto to his other friend Shisui Uchiha, which Naruto befriended, and quickly both boys began to grow in power from training with Fugaku, but also some help from their friend. 2 months later, Fugaku has been watching the boys' training closely and he feels that it has come along nicely. He has been speaking with Gaku on whether the boys should be signed up for the academy, and both fathers agree that they are more than ready to go. Naruto and Itachi are sparring with each other to test each other. It seems Naruto has the advantage against my son. I agree, but Itachi is keeping my son on his feet. Both fathers look on as their sons spar. Ha, Itachi, it looks like I have the upper hand in this fight. Oh, are you sure about that? As Itachi jumps back, Naruto watches Itachi as he knows his friend is up to something, but what? Suddenly he sees Itachi weaving hand signs. He now knew what he was up to. Oh, so that's what Itachi is up to. I wonder if Naruto can handle his attack. Naruto then hears fire style, fireball jutsu, a fireball shot out of Itachi's mouth flying straight for Naruto. Naruto looked to see a fireball coming from Itachi, to which he decided to challenge his attack with his own fireball jutsu. He then fired a fireball back towards the incoming fireball as both fireball jutsus collided with each other, creating a big explosion. Both Fugaku and Gaku were impressed by the level of skill both their sons were displaying. After the explosion died down through the smoke, you could see two red dots moving around quickly. Is that the Sharingan? It looks like this fight might get more interesting after all. As the dust cleared, you could see Naruto with his two tomo showing as he was looking for Itachi. It was quite as neither Naruto nor Itachi made any movement. As Naruto was looking for Itachi, he saw some leaves fall from a tree. Naruto throws some shuriken at the tree, but nothing happened, so he continued looking for Itachi. Naruto then heard coming from behind him fire style, fire phoenix flower jutsu. Naruto turned to see 5 fire phoenix flowers coming his direction. He turned and began to analyze the attack coming. Then with not a second to spare, he dashed forward towards the attack, jumping and dodging all of the attacks, and jumped towards Itachi and pulled out his sword and swung for Itachi, who dodged it and returned with his own sword as they now danced back and forth in a kenjutsu battle. As this went on for a minute or two, then Naruto jumped back. I am getting bored of this. How about I end this? Itachi looked at his friend with a smile. Oh, being cocky, aren't we? No, I'm not, and I'll show you. While Naruto just declared that he will finish the match with this next attack, this caught the attention on the two watchers of the fight. What is he talking about? Can he really end the fight with this next attack? Fugaku asking Gaku while looking at the fight. I don't know. I didn't know he had a new or different jutsu other than the ones I taught him. Well, it looks like you don't know your boy's ability as well as you thought. I guess you're right, Gaku said, agreeing with his clan leader. Itachi looked at Naruto with a suspicious look. What could you have that could give you the edge in this fight? Well, look and I'll show you. Feast your eyes on these, Naruto said as he slowly closed his eyes, and to Itachi's shock and to both Fugaku and Gaku's surprise, he reopened his eyes to reveal his new eyes, his 3-eye tomo, a fully matured pair of Sharingan. How do you have those eye? You are the same age as me, so tell me how. Itachi said, wondering how his friend has those eye. Well, remember that trip we went on with your father for a week as a reward for training so hard? Yeah, what about it? Well, do you remember when we went off to train a little off in the forest away from your father and mother? Yeah. Well, do you remember when we got attacked by those missing nin? Yeah, I remember, we defeated them. Yes, we did, but there was a bit extra to the story that you didn't know. What do you mean? How could there be something I didn't know? I was there with you. Well, during the fight with the two missing nins, one of them managed to knock you out cold and I saw your body fall, and because I was too far to see, I thought you had died, so in a fit of anger I managed to awaken my third tomo and killed both of the missing nins. Hang on, what do you mean they knocked me out? I don't remember that. Do you know when you woke up lying on the ground next to a tree with me and you had a couple scratches on you, and when you questioned me and I said that we had just escaped, well, I lied to you cause I know you would beat yourself up for getting taken down like that. Itachi, now annoyed and a little upset that his best friend didn't tell him that he lost a fight and got knocked out, he was about to say something when he heard a voice. You two have a little bit of explaining to do, don't forget we are here and heard everything that just got said. On one hand, good job on awakening your fully matured Sharingan, but also you know you could have been killed if you were not careful. You should have grabbed Itachi and ran. Yes, I understand, but I couldn't help it. I felt this sudden anger take hold of me when I thought I saw Itachi die. I know that, but next time try to be a little more calm, okay? And don't worry son, you will unlock your third tomo soon. Okay, I will, said Naruto. Thanks dad, said Itachi. Right, I think that's enough sparring for one day. The two of us have been thinking and we have decided to enroll the two of you into the academy. How does that sound? Then you can become ninja. Finally, yes, sign me up then. No, we can become ninjas and show the world how strong we are and the Uchiha clan are, right Itachi? Yeah, you're right Naruto, sign us up dad. Fugaku smiled at the boys. Good, I'm glad you two agree because I've already sent off the papers and you two will begin in 2 days' time, okay? Yes father, yes Fugaku, and with that the boys went home as it was getting dark.